Hello, how is everyone doing on this wonderful day? Welcome to my channel. I'm Marcella, Dream Plan Hustle Achieve, and today we are going to be setting up my budget for my April 30th paycheck. I'll go ahead and write that here. Okay, so a little bit of how I handle my budget is the income I go by is 22, 17, 21. I could make it even. Why? I just don't, because this is a budget I go by from a paycheck I used to get. I can't remember when, from a whole nother job. And so what I do is I make myself budget off of this, and then when I get my actual paycheck, because I've received raises or other little income streams or whatnot, I go and add that afterwards, if that makes sense. And that way the extra money I have, then I break it down. So I do zero based with this amount, and then when I actually get paid, I go over everything and see where I can put things. So, like my sinking funds, because some of them, I don't make myself do it, because, some of them it's not a need, it's just a want. So therefore, that's why I do it this way. And this sheet I created because all the budget planners, they didn't have enough space for me. And then there's other pages that I didn't want and don't care to have. So I created my own. However, in the midst of creating this, trying to gather everything how I kind of wanted to do it, I've already paid off 3 credit cards. So I'm gonna have to update this, and I didn't want to waste a good blank page for it. This I'm just putting here because my table is textured and it won't, it won't write smooth or whatnot. All right, so all these are a must pay. It's not, I don't treat them, well, they're all bills. Despite like my ties, St. Jude, my FKC, that's Foster Kids Charity. FFC is my Freedom Fund and Compound Challenge. MCC is my M's Custom Craftations. DPHA is my Dream Plan Hustle Achieve. And all these other bills. So therefore, no, these are not, these are things I consider not an option of not paying, however I say that. This one actually can, because I have money saved up for that. Okay, so thought that because I kind of wanted to explain everything instead of just like start writing down and you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. So I do 10%. And actually I need to change this just to say charity, because I'm not always just sending to St. Jude. And actually, to say you don't do math with a pen. So I have a erasable friction, 0.5. And not gonna, because charity is always just 25. And like I said, I'm gonna skip that one because I haven't been putting it. And this one is 66. So one of them is 60. The other I put 6. And then I'm going to put my amount over here because sometimes I do have a card for, well, I have a separate account for these two, and there's only one card, you know, only goes to one of them. So sometimes if I just use my personal bank card, then I'll just deduct it from here. So that's why I will put it there. Okay. And so though home I have a separate account too, and this is just what I put to the side every month. Excuse me, every month. And then because when I pay just energy, I take that from here as well. So my discover my discover, I actually, okay, I already messed up. So scratch this because this is the wrong side. Okay, and speaking of that, so I get paid bi-monthly. If you're not familiar with what bi-monthly is, that is twice a month, 15th and the 30th or the 31st. And I say that because somebody said they got paid bi-weekly and they got paid on the 15th and 30th. Bi-weekly is every 2 weeks. And if I'm not mistaken, there's 2 months every year where you get 3 paychecks. But don't quote me because I did not look it up for this video. All right, so back to this side. So I'm gonna have to remember that when I print my other ones. Moving forward, so do 221.72. Okay, again, this will be just charity. And then for my, what did I say, 60 and 6, I have everything written off, or not written off. Another thing, I am a Excel spreadsheet person, and so all of this is actually on a spreadsheet, Excel. And but I want to, you know, do this, show you guys, and hopefully help y'all along. And because when my daughter started wanting to get her finances in order and save and, you know, all that good stuff, I had to look into other ways because she's not an Excel spreadsheet type person. And so I came across cash stuffing, and of course I got super excited. So I bought some fake paper because, or fake money, because I don't do cash. I'm not going to the bank. And I didn't buy binders because, you know, I don't need binders. However, all the stuff I've seen with it, I'm like, I want some binders. But no, I did not buy binders. Okay, so my PPC is my PayPal credit. Okay, I'm like, where is that? Okay, so here is where it will change, because my PayPal credit, I have a mix of things. So I've used it for personal stuff, and I used it to, let's see, what else today? I used it to pay for my website. So I have two different, so I budget for my personal, and that's 150.81, and when I update, I'll do the rest. So, but right now I'm gonna just write down everything I'm budgeting for. So my PayPal, I budget 95, Amazon do 200, American Eagle do 30, American Express I do 40. This actually got paid off. This is one of them. So that's not needed. My City Rewards do 139. City Diamond I do 35. My Capital One do 45. I'm not doing insurance at this time. Oh, and this was Discount Tire, and that's paid off too. So I'm not doing that either. However, let me see, I'm looking at my list. I do have, I'll just put it up here in the first spot. I have the Zoom to Fi, which is a student loan, and that's 97. Okay, and then my Inspira. I think yeah, and I did some changes. Actually, I probably should do this, maybe. We'll see. Okay, so I have all that thus far. Okay, I'm going to take it back. This Discount Tire, I might just put that here because, however, since I paid it off, I was taking out $59.82 each check. And so since it's paid off, I still take it out because it's going to go towards the next credit card. And with whatever other credit card, I wasn't keeping up with that, so that part did not trickle down to pay off this one. But you know, I'll get it together at some point. Okay, and so now let's go over here. Classes. And this is for college classes that I'm taking. And right now I'm not putting anything to the side for any of this. At Prime, I'm doing $10.58 for each, and that is what I've been taking out since I think sometime last year, because my payment is coming up in July for my Amazon Prime. And so that's how much I've been taking out. Okay, I didn't do any of that. Groceries, I'm only doing 50. I don't do a lot for groceries because I do not buy groceries like that. I do not cook. I hate cooking. Absolutely hate it. I ain't even trying to cook myself some eggs, okay? So, no. So, my groceries consist of like some drinks. When I get craving for cereal, I'll buy me some cereal. Let's see what else. Some homemade sandwiches, chips, things I can heat up for lunch. But I buy a lot of food. Uber Eats, restaurants, fast food. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of that. So that's how that goes. Okay, and so let me see. I know I do not have Inspira. I pay this quarterly. I have to look again. I think quarterly. And I'm trying to think. I got my CPA and got to save up that money. And so I do 28.34, and that'll be for 12. I think I did that for 12 months to save up like $650. However, that's not sounding right, so I don't know. And let's see. That looks about right. Okay, so let me get my calculator. Oh no, not 12. Now I'm really wondering. I'm going to I'm gonna have to look at that because I don't know. Okay, so get out my calculator and we'll add all this. $7, 39, 35, 45, 982. That's a little much. 45, 982. Okay, and that comes out to 1962.18. And then we have this over yonder. Let me see if I wrote everything down, because what I was looking at was not in order. 392. So we add that to 2166.10. So yeah, I'm off. I'm off somewhere. Okay. So let's see. I have my ties. And just do this. $95, 200, 30, 40, 139, 35, 45, 97, 25. Okay, and then discount. Oh, that's what I forgot. Okay. And I pay some medical bills. I'm just making some payments on them. This is okay. I think that's where it came. Yes, because then when I minus 50, yes, I was left with 111 in the end. And so clearly not like full blown zero out. And then I guess all that. And see, that's why it's like, you know how many times I've burned at this and try to figure it all out, how I wanted to do it. And I don't know. To put, you know, that amount. However, because I'm left with 111. You know what? Let's put it towards here. So then therefore I am 0 out. That's what I'll do. Alright, so now I'm going to just do like that, okay? However, I'm not. Because that's what I'm going to just do. I'm going to always 0 out, and that's what I need to do. Alright, now, for those that are seriously on a budget, not even meeting paycheck to paycheck, here's some things to do. And some people pull out all their money because they've admitted to themselves that if they know that money's in the bank account, they swipe in the card or tap in the card, whatever it is, they use it. It might not have money for the bills because they use it. So if that's you, pull it out. Do what you need to do to, help yourself get everything all together. I have no problem with leaving it in there. And plus, some things I put into a high yield interest savings account so it can make some money, hunty. But, like I said, because I was looking into some other stuff for my daughter, I got excited about some fake money. All the budgets, or the budget binders I told you about and things. Don't worry about that. If you want to do that later on when you get your money right, then do it. But in the meantime, I have envelopes. And I only pulled out the ones that I'm actually putting money in. Because as you see, I break it down. Apparel. I hate shopping. I love buying me some stilettos. But I hate buying clothes. So I don't even put a lot in that category. Okay. And then if you don't have envelopes, and it's like, yeah, you could go to the dollar store or whatever. To save even more money, until you get it together. So when I got a bill or some mail, I sliced it open. You can keep these and utilize these. Okay? Like, don't get it twisted. There is a way to do all that. Oh, and I came across, I don't have it, but it's an accordion that I found. Thought about using that. Let me grab it. I found this when I was going through some stuff. Need to use that. Something new job, but like I said, you got these. And that's how you can do it without having to do anything. And then I have this thing here. It has 3 little things. I bought this or found this. I don't remember, but it's my bank of Mojica. That's what we're doing. Okay, check that out. What? Yes. And then because I get a lot of notepads from the charities, I think majority of them are from St. Jude. I'm utilizing this to write down all my stuff because I got a lot. I need to use them up. And I'll be, I write a lot, but that's just how it is. So, yeah. Or some scrap paper, whatever the case may be. Just do what you can, And like I said, yeah, I do want to buy all that other stuff, but I'm not. Okay, so my Freedom Fund and Compound, I do have it separately on, let me see, in the account, yeah, on my charts, I do have it separate, so I do know how much I got in there. So let's see, we'll do Freedom Fund over here and Compound here, 60 here and 6 there. And I have them on the account. I just don't have this updated. And I didn't write all that down, so maybe I'll update those later. Okay, I'm leaving in. And so, like, that, you know, goes to the high yield interest savings. That's for my freedom fund and my compound challenge. I ain't touching it. And actually, I need to find another way, probably to invest that. All right, classes. I'm doing 100, 100, and these were pre-made because, you know, like I said, back when I was looking into this for my daughter. I have made all these already. Or made some of them. Some of them I made tonight to go along with some new stuff, because despite of what you do, life changes and all kinds of stuff is gonna keep coming up. Because even on my spreadsheet, I am always staring at my finances and figuring out what I can maneuver, you know, make things happen, all that good stuff. And I think, what did I say? This will be due, and that's what I should have made notes to, is this one, that'll be due. Get my little $10. And yes, I got me some coins, baby. Hey. Yes, yeah, I got crazy, okay? Leave me alone. I don't think I pulled that out. Okay, so 10, 58, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58. Yeah, baby, yeah. Digging it. I'm digging it. Like, this is so much fun. I love doing this stuff. You know? I don't know, maybe I should look into oh, excuse me. And my miscellaneous actually is also going to be my Starbucks. I don't buy Starbucks like that. In the Blue Moon, back when they had, what was it called? Where's my other envelope? Give me a moment. Okay, because I initially didn't have it out. This is also a erasable marker I had. Oh, yeah, and then I got rid of it because I wasn't really using it. And gave it to my niece. Now I'm like, oh, I need something big again. It's like, no, you don't, ma'am. Let's see. Trying to think of the drink that Starbucks used to have, and it was my favorite. It was hot cocoa, some kind of hot cocoa, not the regular hot cocoa. I don't like their regular hot cocoa. It's gross. Salted caramel hot chocolate. Yes. And they quit making it. So sad. So I kind of liked, did I write that on there? I kind of like, what is that? Hell no, I didn't. There's a, I think it's a Frappuccino that I liked. However, I became a diabetic, so yeah, that shit ain't happening. And now, granted, they do have some protein lattes. What did you say? But I don't drink coffee and like that stuff like that. So there's no need for me to really put a lot. So and for If I do have it, put like maybe 5, you know, because it's gonna last me a while. But I do like their breakfast burrito. Oh my gosh, it is really good. Well, the tortilla is like super good. Like, I'm surprised how good their tortilla actually is, because some places just taste store-bought and gross. Oh, hello. Hello. I do this because I will deduct, again, I will deduct electricity out of here. So that's why I will do this, because, you know, why not get to play around with more stuff. And then last but not least, my CPA. I really need to look at that, because I'm like, the math ain't math. 25, 26, 27, 28, yes. And actually, I don't know why I do that, because you know what? I think normally I put the, I don't know, whatever. I put 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. Oh, there was my 11 cents for earlier. I pulled it out. Oh, look, I used it all. Oh, yay. Have a little change in there. All right. And there is all my envelopes. Get rid of that. Put that in the recycle bin. Okay. So then when I actually get paid, I will put in that amount. And then when I make my payments for these credit cards, put the actual amount. I put this overpaid because whatever is left from these overpayments, if there's any, it will go towards the credit card I'm trying to pay off. And that's how that goes. And then my expenses, I'll write that down once that day comes. This probably become it too, because yeah, that's not gonna be enough space. But again, I'm probably have to rearrange this for my next one. So there's that. I hope you enjoyed this video and it was helpful. I kind of wanted to just explain it, I say, like, better, but at the same time, it was how I do it. So if you're interested in another video just explaining everything else on how I come to this, let me know, and we can go from there. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Until next time, God bless, and I hope you have a wonderful day.